victim's admission in the hospital, the police kept vigil on him. What did he do? You read further, you get to find out in the Trust newspaper. Now let's take one more story. This is from the crime page of the Trust newspaper. After this story, we'll move on to the Punch newspaper. Why I sold my son for 1.5 million naira. Mother. Why I sold my son for 1.5 million naira. A 22-year-old woman, Faith Sunday, arrested in Lagos for child trafficking, has confessed to have sold her 1-year-old son for 1.5 million naira to have herself or to save herself from dying as a result of hunger. Faith was arrested along with 7 other members of a child trafficking syndicate by detectives from the headquarters of Zone 2 Police Command in the Onikon area of Lagos, led by Ngozi Braid. In a confessional statement to the police, Faith said, and I quote, I sold my son in September 2024 to a buyer through Mrs. Ibezim Chioma and Sunday Oputu. The buyer, who resides somewhere in Alisa area of Ikeja, paid 1.5 million naira. Hunger forced me to sell my child to the syndicate. I want to invest the money in a business. End quote. Why I sold my son for 1.5 million naira. Mother. Story is on page 21 of the Trust newspaper. Now let's go pick up the Punch for today. Dangote price slash marketers with imported fuel fear losses. Stories on page 29. Dangote price slash marketers with imported fuel fear losses. The rider says dealers say stiff competition forces Dangote refinery to price slash to 890 naira per litre. That's what the dealers are saying. Whether it's competition or not, it's good for the people, right? We don't need explanation. Let the price just come down. Okay. And by the way, I've noticed that quite a number of... so there is this filling station on... we have about 2 or so filling stations on Ahmadu Bello Way here on the island, right? There's one. The queue there is super long. Super long. It's even causing traffic. The other one, you hardly find a queue there. I mean, vehicles are there, right? But you hardly find a queue there. Why? And I heard that the one with the long queue, the price is high than the one with no queue at all. Whatever that is going on there, we'll find out later. We'll find out. Of course, we'll get to the bottom of it. So we're going to take a couple more stories from the Punch newspaper. Then we'll go to the Vanguard and now come and take your thoughts. How about that? NCDC tightens airport surveillance as Uganda battles Ebola. That's page 40. I thought to bring you that story. So you know, NCDC tightens airport surveillance as Uganda battles Ebola. Page 40. Yeah. Let me take this one. Electricity tariff hike looms as FG plans to end subsidy. That story is on page 29. Electricity tariff hike looms as FG plans to end subsidy. Page 29 of the Punch newspaper. We're going to go and take a look at that story right away. So here we go. This is the story here. Power consumers have opposed plans by the federal government to raise electricity tariffs by over 66%. From 116 naira 18 kobo to 193 naira 63 kobo per kilowatt hour. The special advisor to President Bola Tinubu on energy, Olu Venhagen, recently disclosed that the current power tariffs would rise by about 2/3. Venhagen said Nigeria's power prices need to rise by about 2/3 for many customers in order to reflect the cost of supplying it, adding that an increase should be expected within months. So, yeah. I mean, this raises quite a number of questions. So, what is the banding for if you are going to stop, if you are going to end subsidy on electricity? So I'm guessing that you will need to stop the banding then. because that's the whole essence. It's part of the reasons why we started the banning strategy in the first place, so that we don't subsidize for people who can afford to pay. You subsidize for people who can't afford to pay for 24 hours or 20 hours stable power. So you divide everything into banding, right? Okay. So what is now the point? If you're going to end it, everybody should be supplied. Everybody should have power. That's how it should be from the beginning, right? Everybody should have power. That's the punch. I'm going to drop the punch now. Let's go to the Vanguard, our last paper on the show today, all right? Okay. Let's see who is here. Subsidy removal, oil marketers expand borrowings by 76.5% to 3 trillion naira. That's it. Oil marketers expand borrowings by 76.5% to 3.0 trillion naira. So that's on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. You can read it further. Let's take another one here that says telecom tariff hike. FG meets NLC leaders over tomorrow's protest. That story is on page 8. 28 passengers burned to death in Ondo auto crash. Page 6. Nigeria, Africa under pressure as Trump slams tariff on Canada, Mexico, China. Stories on page 9. These are the stories that you'd find in the Vanguard newspaper for you today. So I'm going to take two last stories in the Vanguard, then I will come to you, Lagos. 46 soldiers killed as militants attack Nigerian military base. 46 soldiers killed as militants attack Nigerian military base. Stories on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. So let's take our last story. States begin third-party insurance enforcement. States begin third-party insurance enforcement. Quite a number of people, especially militarists, would have to go and get their third-party, active. It is in this part of the world I know that people would have to be forced to get, insurance for almost everything, right? Even if I'm not talking about those that can afford it to, even if they can afford it, they will still have to be forced to go and get it. Isn't that interesting? 7:41 Lagos. Let's come take your thought now. Let's come take your thought. We'll come to the Guardian if you've got the time to do the Guardian, and then the Nation. Let's see. 0201 465 7190. Everybody can call the line. Everybody can call this line. 0201 465 7190. And WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. Now, if you're watching online, you can drop me a comment on our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can be a part of it if you're watching virtually. If you're in the diaspora and you'd like to chime in, Skype ID is Nigeria Info FM. However, every caller has got 60 seconds to share their thoughts. That call is gone. Let's take another call quickly. Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sheriff.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
Good, thank you.
This is Oboli.
Welcome.
Just fix our lines or God will help you. So, the mother that sold her son, what excuse does she have? She's hungry. For intending mothers or fathers who have done that in the past or who are even planning to do so, how would you feel spending the proceeds of such transaction? How would you feel? For business, for pleasure, whatever it is. I feel it's only a degenerate soul that can do such a thing. In fact, these stories are bewildering. On the Ondo State crash, this could have been averted. It's better you get late to where you're going to than to be addressed as delayed. And it has happened. And those who were culpable or who have been found culpable for this explosion that happened, they should please treat them as terrorists and bandits and serve justice, not to tell them that they should come back into the society and they are integrating them. They should just face a firing squad and end their lives instead of pitying or pardoning them. Thank you very much, Mr. Sheriff.
Thank you too. Wow, right on time. All those stories in just one. Oh, wow. She's good at this thing. Good morning to you.
Hey, I greet you, Sheriff.
I salute you.
Yes, on this tariff hike on the network providers.
Right.
I think the NLC, they are their own. that battle they want to fight, they want to embark on, is effort in futility. They have lost the steam. They have credibility issues to face. So the NLC is just wasting their time. And on the band A and the band B of this power sector, I don't understand what is happening. The other day, the Minister of Power said he needs 8 billion, and how much to sensitize Nigerians how to use power. The level of malady is happening in that sector, and I think the President should look into that ministry. If it is possible, check that man. I don't think he's competent enough to handle that sector. That's just it. Let's not be dilly-dallying about it.
Okay.
It's sad. Thank you.
Thank you, too, for calling. Thank you. Thank you for calling me. Appreciate it, okay? Let me go and take some comments online. I'm going to start with YouTube. Shegun Rabiu on YouTube says, third-party insurance is just 15,000 naira for a whole 12 months coverage. Anybody who can afford a car should be able to afford third-party insurance. It doesn't even cost up to 20 liters worth of fuel. Oh, well, that's a brilliant way to look at it, actually. I mean, if you can fuel your car, come on. Come on. All right. I have this one here from Ike, who says, until we have the right leader, will continue to experience rots in the system. That's Ike. Let's go to Skype call now. I've got Sam calling in. Let's speak with Sam. Sam, how are you doing? Sam, can you hear me?
Uncle Sharif, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Kansas, United States.
All right, Sam. What's your story?
Yeah, so it's about the power sector. I know you mentioned about the issue with bands,
right?
Band A, Band B, and all. And for me, I just feel like the power sector is a critical sector in Nigeria, and I feel like something needs to be done about that sector, because I feel like if that can be solved, if the power sector can be fixed, a lot of things in Nigeria can actually be fixed. I mean, I know you guys talked about Uncle Jimmy Jusu, and you talked about it last week about Ibadan, the Ibadan hospital,
right,
that had no electricity for almost 3 months.
Right.
These are the issues, because you find out that a lot of issues can be solved. I mean, a woman in the market selling frozen fish, frozen chicken, and all of that can highly reduce our costs,
right, if
the power sector is fixed. Same thing with the barber at the salon and all of that. But I don't know, for some reason, this particular sector has been an issue for us in Nigeria. And, you know, I just feel like if this can be an issue that the government can really, really look at and try to fix, it can really, really, you know, transform the Nigerian.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling me. Appreciate your time, okay? I really do. It's 7:46. Let's take another call. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning. How was the night?
Good. Thank you.
Engineer Christian Agazelu. It's been a long time we talked together.
Good to have you.
Sheriff,
good to have you.
The woman that sold her 1-year-old baby for 1.5 million because of hunger. Say the money never finished. Did she know what that son would have become in life if that boy was alive to stay with her? And the people she said that son to, did she exactly know what they're going to do with him exactly? It's quite unfortunate the way, although I don't blame. See, Sheriff, I can't do it even when poverty or hunger wants to kill me. I can't do it over my own baby. I can't do it. And for the tariff in NEPA, Abi?
Yeah.
See, Sheriff, the taskmaster is in town. So we should be ready to be taxed for everything. Even the day you sleep with your wife, you'll be taxed for it and you have to pay. You don't laugh, Abi? Now, brother, God will see us through.
Yes.
Have a nice day. God bless you.
Now, brother, thank you. Good morning. Let me hang up on this one. Let's take another call. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Agashari.
Good morning.
My name is Zindu Bisikoli from Janiki.
Welcome.
Taskmaster is on the way concerning labor. I advise Nigerians, everybody should go into solar. Oga Sharif, I'm enjoying my life like this now. For past 2 years now, Oga Sharif, I don't know what is labor. Just 2 battery with 5 panel. Oga Sharif, my self-contained room and parlor, kitchen, toilet. I'm okay with light. Oga Sharif, let people go to panel solar. Just 5 panel, and 2 battery. We'll give you all you want, Oga Sharif. I'm enjoying.
I live life like I'm living in Europe. If I come back, I put it on, I watch my TV, I do things with light. When I'm going out, I off everything. Okay, Sheriff, I'm enjoying my life. So I'm advancing Nigeria now. Go to solar. Thank you very much. God bless you, okay, Sheriff.
Thank you, Ndubisi. God bless you too. Thank you for sharing your thought. 7:48. Let's go take some messages quickly, right? I'm going to take this one here that says, my name is MTA. That's your name, eh? He said his name is MTA. The third-party insurance is just a mirage. I just doubt if there is any vehicle in Lagos without third-party insurance. Let the government make it effective. Vehicles are never repaired by the insurance companies. Well, so this is not an excuse not to get an insurance. And I sharply disagree with you that there is no vehicle in Lagos that doesn't have third-party insurance. There are many vehicles. Come on now. It's Lagos we do now. How can you say you doubt if there is any vehicle in Lagos that doesn't have third-party insurance? What are you talking about now? Let me go take this one from Teddy. Teddy is on Skype. Teddy, how are you doing?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, please, Teddy.
Yeah, good morning. Teddy from the UK. Yeah, I just want to make a contribution concerning the lady who sold a 1-year-old son.
That's right.
Look at the way everybody is batching on her. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good idea. But one thing people should think is that they should think that that woman has a heart like them, has feeling like them. It's situation that push her to do that. It's situation. The country is bad. The country is really, really bad. You just imagine yourself selling your own child. It's painful. But if that is the only option she has, that is to tell you that the country is bad.
Is there such an option to begin with?
I don't.
To sell human being, let alone your own blood.
Your own blood, which is no good. That is to tell you how much people are suffering in that country. How much people are suffering. You understand? So it's a pity. I don't want to take much of your time. It's
Thank
a
you.
pity that things like that is happening. Thanks a lot, and have a good day.
You too, Teddy, right on time. Thank you for sharing your thought all the way from the UK. It's 7:51. I'm going to take this one from Ugo in Jakonde. Ugo says, woman who sold her child 1.5 million for hunger. This is just the beginning. If nothing is done, it will come to that story in the Old Testament, in the Bible, where mothers agreed to donate their children as meal. Meanwhile, I'm not justifying the action, but that is where we're heading to. That's Ugo from Jakonde. Who'll drop that? I'm going to take another message before I return to the telephone lines. I've got this one here that says, because of the bad state of our roads, people drive anyhow, changing lanes without caution. Our FRSC is weak. Selling your child for 1.5 million is hopelessness. You don't even know what the son will become in the future. Power sector is to milk the poor. Two-third is 75%. So more of a band A will be paying 370 naira. How are we going to cope? That's Ayo who dropped that message. Ayo, thank you for sharing. Back to the phone lines now. This is gone, so we're going to hang up. We'll take another one. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Oga Sharif. This is Gift from Vanguard this morning.
Welcome, Gift.
Yeah, see, like your UK caller said, everybody would scream at the lady for selling a child, which is very, very, very bad, very crazy. Sometimes these things, you look at it and you look at the educational level of some individuals, their exposure, and the suffering. Oga Sharif, I can tell you that weekends, I don't really go out on weekends, but when I step out, maybe just want to get to the barber, I just want to get groceries, I can hardly walk 2 streets away from my house and someone will not beg me for money. These are not, these are not regular beggars. These are not people like, these are people that are not working. They are working. But it's crazy. Even me that I'm doing 2 jobs, I have other investments here and there, and they feel I'm hard. Now they are saying they want to remove subsidy from
electricity.
So the one who they pay all these days, they never use some subsidy. If they not use subsidy, what would not be our fate? Because it's not fun, Ogami. So and about that accident also, the roads are extremely bad. People are trying to cut corners and everything. There's no justify. I keep telling people, if our systems are working, a lot of things will be solved in this country. We won't be having mayhaps and trouble in this country. Have a good day, my brother.
You too, bro. Thanks for calling. 7:53 Nigeria info. Good morning to you.
Morning, Mr. Sheriff.
Good morning.
My name is Robert.
Let's hear you.
with this electricity bandage, and the B, whatever, people, Nigerians are going through pain. There's no sector that you can say people are enjoying. And this government still want to say they will remove another, whatever, this subsidy from the electricity. The fact is that, Sheriff, this Tinubu government will go down in history as one of the most wicked governments in the history of this country. I'm telling you. During Abacha that was adjust to be wicked. People were not suffering like this. And the worst, we don't even know what he's using all this money for. He's still going to work back to go and borrow. Tinubu government will be one of the worst government in the history of this country. Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. I appreciate it. Let me go take one or two messages quickly. I would do that. I have this one here that says, my heart goes to the victims of the road crash and the NLC strike. Where is the switch of telecom operators? Is it that the NLC will switch off their machine or meter? Or what do they use the NLC president? What do they use? The NLC president should park one side, Joe. What does he want again? He wants to go abroad for medical trip, just like the politicians. That is not the type of man we need to fight for us, you mean? And he says, upgunners. Yes, upgunners, man. Jerry, thank you for sharing your thought. I've got another one that says, police is forcing Nigerians to take the third-party insurance. Will they force insurance companies to honor their own part? Are they salesmen for the insurance companies? That's Ben from Iju. Ben, thank you for sharing your thought. There's got to be a way that you can get your claims anytime you have the need for the claim. I think one of the major problems, and I'm not saying that it's a major one, I'm saying one of the reasons is that we ourselves are not used to calling on insurance to come and do their own bid. If there is an accident somewhere, you get people to fight themselves instead of saying, okay, you know what, I've got insurance, let's get insurance to fix this. And I also know that one of the reasons is because we're really impatient as a people. And this is not to shield the insurance companies from anything. Yeah, I had an interaction with insurance people sometime last year, I think around November or so, and they said that, claims payments have been increased. They now have bodies now to check companies that are not paying claims and all of that. They have mechanisms in place. So let's put that to test. Let's try them. If you are involved in any accident and you have insurance, or the other person has an insurance cover, let's just test the system first and foremost. If you have tested the system lately, maybe in the last 1 year or 2 years, let's know how it panned out. Let's hear you. But I know majority of Nigerians, we don't even remember that we have insurance cover. Something happened, bam, you say, oh yeah, go and fix my car, go and start calling mechanic and all of that, and that one too will go and fix it and everything, and he's got insurance cover, right? And yeah, maybe it's that culture, that practice is what we should try and work on. Let's test it first. Let's try it first. Let's not wait on what other people are telling us about insurance company before. Yeah. Joshua is in studio. Joshua says, instead of seeing her child serving, she better let go of him. What do you mean by serving? People can no longer feed their children the worst. You mean starving? Oh, okay. You mean starving? That she was trying to just get a better life for her child, but she sold the child. She didn't give the child to a relative or something. She sold him. Udrak is in Idiaraba. Udrak says, maybe the woman sell the son for him to get a better life that she can't give him in life. That's Udrak, who's also echoing that opinion. I'm going to take another one from Chileke AC from Imo State. Chileke says, the woman sold the kid because she has nothing to fall on. It shows how terrible things are here. It goes beyond money issue to the education and society we have cultured ourselves for. That's Chileke from Imo State who sent us that particular message. Chileke, thank you for sharing your thought. I'm going to see if we can get one or two comments from X. Before we go, it's 7:58. I'm pressed for time. Let's see. I've got this one here from X, and it reads, this is Adiola. Adiola says, FRSC should do more to avoid unnecessary loss of lives on our roads. These drivers sometimes do as if they have an extra life, not thinking of our passengers they are carrying. God help us all. That's Adiola on X who dropped that. I've got another one from Oliver on X. Oliver says that electricity subsidy removal is just alarming. Tinubu regime just hike and hike. Even if you can't afford, they will force you to pay. Federal government and its policymakers are not even encouraging foreign or local investors. It's sad. We want an election ASAP. That's Oliver on X who dropped that message. Oliver, thank you for sharing. Appreciate your thoughts. So it's 7:59. I really have to go. Thank you all for being a part of this. I will hand you back now to Kofi Bartels on the Morning Crossfire. I'm Sharif Quadry. You can find me on X at Sharif Quadry, on TikTok at Sharif Quadry as well, on Instagram at Quadry Sharif. Good morning to you.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.